Hello, I'm Mick Morrissey, Managing Principal of Morrissey Goodale with the M&A Takeaway. In the last edition, we looked at the factors driving the demand for all of the engineering firm mergers that we're seeing. This time around, we're going to focus on the supply side of the equation. In other words, what's behind the decision of so many management teams to sell their firms? We're going to look at three primary drivers. First up, in case you hadn't noticed, things have been kind of tough in this industry since about 2008. Project owners are looking for cheaper and faster. They're also favoring full-service providers or hyper-specialized AE firms. This new normal is a tough competitive environment for traditional small and mid-sized players and has forced many of them to seek the safe haven of a firm sale. The second driver is a demographic one. Next year, the millennial generation will make up the largest part of the U.S. workforce. As a group, these millennial professionals are less inclined to invest in their firms than prior generations. This shift in mindset is challenging the traditional employee ownership capitalization model of our industry. Baby boomer principals looking to liquidate their investments in their firms are finding that there is often little internal demand to buy their shares. So instead, they seek an external option through a firm sale. The third driver is the huge challenge this industry has had in transitioning leadership. In general, about 1/3 of firms never transition leadership past the founders, and 2/3 never make it past the second generation. Leadership transition is hard work. It requires a decade of planning, consistent strong financial performance, a collective appetite for change and risk on the part of both generations, and a strong culture of ownership. As an industry, we recognize the critical need for leadership transition. But far too often, firms lack the planning, the performance, the appetite, and the culture to make it happen. Without a viable leadership transition plan, many firms are actually forced to sell. So next time you hear of a consulting engineering firm sale, you can be sure that one or all of these drivers factored into the decision-making of the selling firm. Be sure to follow us on Twitter for all of the latest breaking M&A news. For the M&A Takeaway from Boston, I'm Mick Morrissey.